All right, guys, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel. We've got from Tack Knives a sweet, affordable, very, very snappy, out the front auto knife to show you today. This is the Tack Knives. Benji, come on in, put your feet up, stay around. It's only going to be an 8 or 10 minute video, somewhere in there, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Now, guys, this is a really small guy. I'm going to do something crazy and start off with our normal comparison. So there is our lovely friend, the Ontario Knife Company Rat 1, and there is the Rat 2. This is a small knife. As a matter of fact, let's just put out our friend, the Devo Knives Nip. So this is nip size lengthwise, but you can see it's quite a bit less tall. This is a very small knife, and yet really, really cool. Now, we have extremely snappy action on this guy. Very cool. Now, we have a textured aluminum button. We have a aluminum handle with a carbon fiber blue inlay. There's also a red version. You have knurling here. You have a loop over steel deep carry clip, good in and out of the pocket. You have an aluminum kind of backspacer there. See, it's like a clamshell with a sort of backspacer kind of inset, but it's really just for that lanyard loop. It is not a reversible clip. And you can see, guys, action-wise, you know, you still have quite a bit of travel. Let's see if you can see it. But, you know, it's nice and smooth. I don't think this is one that's going to misfire in your pocket or anything like that. And you can see just incredible snappy action. Now, this has in this case, a drop point blade, D2 steel, a very thin stock. We're going to read the specs, but let's just start here. It is just 0.0745 of an inch, but, you know, you have an extremely low, meaning short bevel here, but you still come up with what I think should be a very slicey knife, but we'll talk a bit more about that in a minute. You do have a good sharpening choil, and guys, believe it or not, I got a full 4-finger grip on this one. No issues at all with that. For me, now you do have a lanyard loop for those that think you need a little more room. If you have bigger hands than mine, you could put a lanyard on there and kind of choke back a little bit, kind of relax your hand, I guess you would say. Very cool. Now there's a Wharncliffe blade, and there is this drop point blade. I obviously prefer the drop point blade. Well, I don't know. I like both. I'm trying to even out the collection and make sure I have a good, I have another Tack knife, the Chimera, which is a Wharncliffe. So I just thought this would be good. Now, as far as rattle, there's a little tiny bit, not much. When it's closed, there's some. When it's open, there's barely any. There is side-to-side wiggle, but that's normal for an OTF. And it's overall very, very nicely made. Now, to my unfortunate disappointment. Now, I have heard about 50-50, I would say. A lot of people have gotten these, and they said theirs are really sharp. Mine is cutting, but there are some major, you can see how it's shredding the cardboard instead of a clean cut. It's cutting, don't get me wrong, but and I stropped it to get it to this point. Before I stropped it, it wouldn't hardly cut at all. It is pretty dull. It's just cutting by means of force. But, you know, a little disappointing. I'll sharpen it. It'll be great. It's D2 steel. It takes a great edge. It will not be a problem. I'll get it good and sharp, and I'm not super duper worried about it. It's just kind of a frustration when you pay for a knife and it comes like that. Now, what did we pay for this? Well, I only paid $60 for this. They are still on sale on this price, $60. There is a red Wharncliffe, a blue Wharncliffe, a red drop point, and a blue drop point. They're all available. I have a link below. Now, it is 5.82 inches overall with a 2.16 inch blade. The handle thickness is just 3.66 inches. 3.66. I think they mean 0.36. Okay, no, they're saying handle length 3.66. I'm sorry. I got really confused. Blade thickness 1.7 millimeters. D2 steel stonewashed 58 to 59 HRC. Anodized handle, so black anodized handle, 58, T6 6061 aluminum, 1.6 ounces. And if you look at this, carbon fiber like material, it is carbon fiber. This carbon fiber material, it is absolutely beautiful. Now, let's do this since I tried to screw it up. 0.43 of an inch on the handle thickness. So really, really good. All right, guys, I'm going to stop for a second. I'm going to get a couple more knives to compare this to, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We'll just play with this action some more. Good grief, it is so good. I mean, as far as action, it's hard to beat this guy, especially for 60 bucks. Now, let's bring out some comparisons. Now, I decided to bring out one that was kind of in this same realm. This was, I believe, closer to 100 bucks. This is the EMP EADC Slenderman D2 blade, Warncliffe in this case, but it was another one of those that was very affordable and a lot of people really loved, and including me. And then this is my favorite OTF, longer travel on this one. This is my favorite OTF knife. This is the Kershaw Livewire. And then the brother of this one, this is the Tack Knives Chimera. Again, really nice, similar travel, similar construction. This one does feel a little more contour because you have these big chamfers on the edge. The Chimera is sort of flat completely. But there's some size comparisons there with some other OTF knives for sure. So again, just a really cool knife overall. Really, really cool indeed. And again, you need to consult your local laws as to whether this guy is legal for you to own and carry. In my case, it is. It just depends on where you are. I know a lot of you are going to say, I can't have that knife. And I get it. I understand completely. And I'm sorry to hear that very, very much. But $60 knife, really nice. Again, needs an edge, but I'll take care of that. Tack Knives. I keep wanting to say Tackcom, but it's not. Tack Knives Benji. A really cool name as well. So let me know what you guys think of this one. By the way, I truly appreciate each and every one of you and the incredible support this channel gets. I do not, look at that lightly. I definitely am very appreciative of all the support we get on this channel. It is incredible. Thanks to the members and Patreon. Thanks to those who watch and like and comment. And just thanks for being here and for coming to the live streams. Monday nights, 7:45 p.m. Eastern for KF Live, and Fridays for week or month in review at 1 p.m. Eastern. And if you hit that if you subscribe and hit that notification bell, you will know every time we're live and every time there's a new video. And definitely like this video, comment on it, and thank you so much for watching the Knives Fast channel.